I'm a barbecuer with Bark. I have the pleasure of barbecuing for a living. I've tried to develop some skills over the years that might be applicable to a commercial kitchen, but I developed it all at home. So some of the stuff that we're doing today isn't totally applicable at home. One of the things I'm well aware of is not everyone has a smoker and not everyone has a grill, let alone a backyard. But everyone's got an oven and a stovetop, I'm assuming. And if you don't have that, you probably have a hot plate. The only thing I'd say is please do not do this in a microwave. First thing I'm going to do, I've already cheated a little bit of time for the sake of television, is I put some chocolate inside of this pot. I've taken random chocolate that I assume everyone either has or can get. The idea is that everything is very easy to, there's nothing esoteric here really. This is broken up pieces of O. Henry, Rolo, rosettes. Anyone remember rosettes? And a single salted caramel truffle. We're just gonna let that melt for a little bit. You see the steam coming out of here, it's boiling underneath, it's soft, it's delicious, let's go. So we'll let that cook for a sec. This is a beef salami. It's fully cooked. There's lots of really nice fat chunks in here, and fat is flavor. Very soon we're gonna be done and everyone's gonna have a bite. Like I said, the higher the pour, the more even the distribution. Thank you, Renee. Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming out. At any point, if you want to talk about anything other than what we're discussing, go right ahead. There's no rules to this whatsoever, I think. I think she's in charge. Everyone else is not. Nice to meet everybody. So I'm Dave. I'm from Bark. I'm a professional barbecuer. I'm privileged to be able to say that. And but first and foremost, I with my free time and my extra money, I like to go to restaurants. And I think that we all have that shared interest, and that's why we're all here. And I just took it to a different level by deciding to do it professionally. I was not in the restaurant industry before I opened Bark, and in fact, my partner is in software. I was in marketing and advertising, and we were looking for a little more stimulus to our day, and decided that if we didn't try to open a restaurant, but it was around the time I turned 30, and we said if we never gave it a shot, we'd always kick ourselves. So we were always going out to restaurants, and we were those jerks that used to nitpick everything and take notes on our phones and talk behind people's backs and say, oh my goodness, can you believe the water wasn't chilled? But then I know. Jerks. We didn't go back. We voted with our wallets. So the point is, I like to eat out a lot, and that's what I do with my free time, and I thought maybe that's something that we could all talk about, and that's actually how I opened Bark. My partner and I were sitting around saying, and this would have been 2009, 10, where do you go for we were barbecuing in our backyard and talking about what kind of restaurant we wanted. Well, we're not trained chefs, so maybe we should just do a steakhouse, because we thought that was easy, and then we learned that that was a very bad idea. Then we look at the market. Where in Toronto is there room for something that we don't get normally? As we're literally barbecuing, we said, oh, there's not a lot of barbecue. Maybe we should open a barbecue restaurant. And lo and behold, we went in at first and we opened a barbecue restaurant. There's a lot of story behind what went into it, but the bottom line is we like eating barbecue. We thought there was a hole in the market, and we wanted to go out to eat barbecue, but couldn't. Today, there are amazing barbecue everywhere. And I commend all of them for the amount of dedication that they're putting into this barbecue. Is fantastic. So there's barbecue. At the time, there wasn't a lot. So now I eat out barbecue a lot because there's tons of people making great barbecue. But that's just barbecue. I like eating lots of stuff.
So if I'm going to choose a barbecue place, why Bark?
Bark is a little maybe different than other barbecue places because we provide more of a full dining experience. I would never say that we're better. I'd say that we're different. We specialize in the full dining experience we have sommeliers on staff. We almost sell more wine than beer. We're very kid friendly. Go to Bark if you'd like the fuller dining experience. And we happen to serve barbecue. 200 years ago, barbecue started with Eastern Europeans moving to Texas. Ukrainians specifically moved to South Texas. They were really poor. They got the crappy cuts of meat, like the ribs at the time. No one wanted that. So they figured out how to make it taste good. When we start running out of ribs, we're going to move towards other meats. And barbecuers like myself will hopefully adjust and learn how to make other things taste good. Whoa!
A selection of fun grubs, if you want to call
Tasting
it.
menu.
A tasting menu.
So what are we looking at? First of all, they're all dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Quite
Okay.
so. All fried too. So
They're all fried.
Not barbecued, but fried.
Okay.
So that's another preparation. Knowing that
Is that a termite?
that's a chicacane and an actual delicacy,
Chicacane? That sounds delicious.
we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the biggest one. Bigger means more juicy, more flavor, I'm guessing. Okay, what is this?
Do you want to eat it first and then
I don't
tell you?
care.
Okay, it's called a water buffalo dung beetle.
Oh, so this is like that coffee that gets digested through the, and then you pick through the crap to,
Except it
delicious.
lives in this. Tasting notes, sensations, emotions.
It's got a bit of bite.
They're not seasoned. They're just plain fried. That's
Some might have a little bit of salt, but most of them are just.
It's a lot juicier on the inside than you'd think, but there's spiciness to it. There's definitely some heat. No animal can be that naturally spicy, I think. Perhaps it's a way to defeat predators, but the wings and the skin are a little dry and will require flossing. But otherwise, it's delicious.